EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 90, Wolf. Topper. Get it.
First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2nd and 2. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. To throw on 2nd down. Stevenson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he just want to avoid 3 and outs. He want to be able to stay on the field for a little while.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. I'm letting you know right now, you better go.
Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, exit. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. This is Scarlett on the carry. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo.
On 3rd down, Stevenson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Throwing on first down. Stevenson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Hey, look, 3, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run with Scarlett. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jordan Scarlett with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. 21-0 our score after 1. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
It's second and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, by 52.
Throwing Jones. Incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
Jones now to throw on third down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Barkley stripped of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On second and 12, Jones. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Giants.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Barkley. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrich Rosas. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 1st down, Stevenson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
He's coming, double up. General West. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Nice, sweetheart. Mike 52, Mike 52.
On 1st and 10, Jones. It's complete to Williams. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, Tucson, 6'6", bullet high. You gonna see me and you know.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights. Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Stevenson. It's caught. Smith. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Throwing on first down. Stevenson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well in that play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Hey, Echo.
You think you gonna get this?
Hit it.
From the gun, Stevenson. And that will be incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Again, it's Barkley. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on third down, Jones. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense.
Like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Back. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, wahoo!
59 Mike, check, 59.
Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Ready.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Slam. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Stevenson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended, giving 3 yards on the play. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. Let's get it. 38-yard line.
22-jet bombers, side.
From the 38, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
6-6, bullet high. Hey, exit.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Quick dash. Go. Hey, zoom. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52. Rip left. Mike 52. Watch the run. 5-2. Go.
Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Pull it together.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Stevenson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. They have the nice cushion. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
No. Hey, Charlie. 58's the mic. 58. Let's go.
To throw on second down. Stevenson, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Stevenson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Here we go. You got double time. Double time. Hey, Alpha. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. I'm coming for you. You get it.
On fourth down, Stevenson completes it to Jennings. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Stevenson. That's caught. It's Thomas. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Stepping up, he'll try and run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Bravo. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Watch the slant. Hey, 58. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Get that ball.
And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 18. James Bradbury there to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No. Fire.
Looking to throw. Jones. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check. 80 weapon. Check. Fresno. Hey, Echo. Ready.
Jones to throw again. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for the Giants. And even 60 yards. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Down. 60 outlaw. Okay, just like that. Hit it.
Jones now throwing on first down. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll run with Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Check 99.
Christian Travis.
Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable, as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football. This one is over.